Billions of tiny creatures beneath your feet are silently keeping the entire world alive, usually unnoticed. You've seen them wriggling on the pavement after a heavy rain, often ignored your entire life. But what if these unassuming soil dwellers suddenly disappeared from the face of the earth? Imagine it not someday in the distant future, but vividly, irrevocably, happening tomorrow. The earthworm appears simple. It's soft, seemingly almost useless to your modern understanding. It possesses no eyes to see you, no bones to support a visible structure, no voice to alert you. And yet, this humble invertebrate might just be one of the most fundamentally important creatures on Earth. So, let's explore what actually happens when these tireless workers are simply no longer there. Earthworms spend their entire lives underground, constantly moving through the soil beneath your feet. As they tunnel and ingest soil, they break down vast amounts of organic matter. They are nature's tireless recyclers, transforming dead plants and leaves into vital nutrients. The tunnels they create allow essential air and water to reach the deep plant roots. Without their constant work, your soil isn't just dirt. It actively becomes lifeless and sterile. Think of earthworms as nature's silent underground engineers, meticulously improving everything they touch. Every single movement they make significantly improves the soil's physical structure and aeration. Their unique waste, known as castings, is actually incredibly nutrient-rich fertilizer. Entire complex ecosystems, which you never see, fundamentally depend on this invisible process. This critical work is happening everywhere, across the globe, all the time, without pause. Now, let's vividly imagine overnight, every single earthworm on Earth is completely gone. At first glance, it seems like absolutely nothing has changed in your visible world. The grass is still green, and the trees you see are still standing tall and strong. But deep beneath the surface, the fundamental changes have already irrevocably begun. Your soil, deprived of its primary aerator, begins to compact and harden noticeably. Water starts to struggle, no longer flowing freely through the tunnels, leading to puddles. Roots struggle to breathe as the soil becomes dense and impermeable. This compacted earth now prevents vital oxygen from reaching the subterranean root systems. Water begins to pool on the surface, unable to penetrate the hardened ground. Nutrient recycling slows dramatically, leaving essential elements trapped and inaccessible to plants. Farming fields, once fertile, start showing the first subtle signs of distress. Your crops begin to weaken, their vibrant green fading almost imperceptibly. This is the hidden mechanism, the slow suffocation of plant life underground. Now imagine this happening across every continent, simultaneously, affecting your food supply. Overnight, billions of tiny engineers vanished, leaving their vital work undone. At first, the world seems unchanged, the surface appearance still placid and normal. Beneath your feet, a silent, fundamental process has already been disrupted. The very structure of the earth is beginning to change, becoming less hospitable. This is where the physical reality of their absence starts to manifest. Your soil, deprived of its primary aerator, begins to compact and harden noticeably. This compaction restricts essential airflow, crucial for healthy plant root development. Water starts to struggle, no longer flowing freely through the tunnels, leading to puddles. Without the constant tunneling, drainage systems are compromised, leading to waterlogged patches. Nutrient recycling slows down, meaning plants can no longer access vital food sources. The process of decomposition falters, leaving dead organic matter largely undecomposed. Fields of crops, once robust, begin to show visible signs of weakening. Leaves yellow and droop as the plants sense the loss of subterranean support. Farmers start noticing declining yields, a worrying trend on their spreadsheets. Food production begins to drop, impacting markets and grocery store shelves. Global supply chains strain as the reduced harvests take their toll. Roots struggle to breathe, starved of the oxygen and moisture that earthworms provide. Nutrient recycling slows to a crawl, leaving the soil depleted of its vitality. Crops begin to weaken, their leaves yellowing and stems becoming brittle. Farmers notice declining yields, the familiar abundance replaced by sparse growth. Food production begins to drop, impacting markets and grocery store shelves. Global supply chains strain as the reduced harvests take their toll. Birds and animals that rely on the soil's tiny inhabitants start to disappear. Forests lose their ability to regenerate, saplings failing to take root. Soil erosion increases. The exposed earth easily washed away by rain. Entire landscapes start to degrade over time, transforming once fertile land. This critical role goes unnoticed because earthworms work silently underground. The most vital systems that sustain our world often remain completely invisible.